talk about some of the proposed changes that are suggested for DSM-5. שמעתי שה-DSM-5...
ילדים הם שוק יעד רציני עכשיו של הפסיכיאטריה. מספר הפרעות הילדות ב-DSM הרקיע שחקים מ3 הפרעות ב-1952 ל-44 היום.
זה פי 15.
ויחד עם זאת, ה-DSM מודה שלא צריך לאבחן ילדים.
In early childhood, it may be difficult to distinguish symptoms of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder from age-appropriate behaviors in active children, such as running around or being noisy. We basically don't know the diagnosis from normal childhood. That's what that's saying.
הפרעת קשב, ריכוז, היפראקטיביות, כך פסיכיאטרים קוראים לילדים שלא יושבים בשקט בכיתה, מתנועים בעצבנות, רצים, מטפסים הרבה. זה התנהגות של ילדים, נכון?
נכון, ו20 מיליון ילדים בעולם כולו תויגו עם הפרעת נפש כלשהי.
אז במקום לתת לילדים להתנהג כילדים,
פסיכיאטרים אומרים עכשיו להורים שהילדים שלהם חולי נפש ושהם צריכים תרופות פסיכיאטריות.
It used to be that you were on the playground, you had the weird kid, you had the shy kid, you had the goof off, you had the hyper kid. You can't have that anymore. Now it's all medical diagnosis.
For them to come up with new diseases and new issues and diagnosis in their book, it doesn't correct bad behavior, okay? They can give children all the pills they want. It still doesn't correct bad behavior.
Thinking still is, you must fit into this mold. And if you don't fit into this mold, there's something wrong with you. And if you're not the person who designs the mold, too bad for you. A child is labeled and then they're brought to professionals who are trained a very particular way. They're all being trained that if the child fits into this category, then we should consider putting them on Ritalin because that's what they do. That is the protocol.
The way the Ritalin will be marketed to the parents is that they will say, this is a drug to calm your child down. What they won't say is that methylphenidate is a form of speed. It's a form of amphetamine, and what we're actually doing is overdosing your child on speed.
It's a stimulant, so naturally it's going to increase heart rate, increase blood pressure, and you put a kid out on a football field on a hot summer day, and his risk of having a cardiac event of some sort has just gone up.
את יודעת, שמעתי שסמי מרץ שניתנים לילדים שאובחנו אצלם בעיות ריכוז דומים מבחינה כימית לקוקאין.
כן, ויש אפשרות גבוהה שהם יגרמו להתמכרות. לכן הם רשומים על ידי ממשלת ארצות הברית באותה קטגוריה, כמו מורפיום, אופיום ומטאמפטמינים.
אז את מי הפסיכיאטרים הולכים לסמם עכשיו? תינוקות?
בדיוק. הם פשוט משתמשים במה שנקרא סיווג אבחוני 0-3 או DC 0-3. זה כמו מיני DSM לתינוקות ופעוטות. תקשיב לזה.
We already targeted our school children with ADHD and bipolar. That's already done. That was done 20 years ago. And we're moving younger with DCO3 to the 0 to 3 age group where they're trying to make popular the idea that it's okay to medicate 0 to 3-year-olds.
The idea of a program to determine whether a child from birth to the age of 3 has a mental illness is so preposterous, so absolutely insane, that is simply an additional part of the insanity that is now extant throughout this country. I cannot think of a program that is more insane than that.
How are they going to diagnose a 1-year-old or an infant with a psychological disorder? How do they know?
You almost have to ask ourselves if our societies become sick. What are we doing to our fetuses, our infants, our children that would make us need to have psychiatric medications?
We're rolling dice with life. We're rolling dice with our children who can't even discuss it with anybody. They have no control.